Hey, what's going on YouTube? Here I am just doing a quick video. So as you know, we picked up a new 6th gen 4Runner. It's pretty nice. It's a 2025 TRD Off-Road Premium. So it's got the big screen, you know, all the bells and whistles, and locker and stuff. So we're going to be doing a whole build series on this truck. You know, mine's kind of already fully built, so, you know, no build series to that. But we're going to do a full build series for this. And I'd like to show you the first product that was sponsored to us. So some of these products in the build series will be sponsored, some will buy, you know, just random stuff. Actually, we were in the market for some floor liners for this new 6th gen. And as I was looking at them, I had a company DM me saying that they had the floor liners and would love for me to do a video on them. So it actually worked out perfectly. We were gonna probably buy these anyway, so here we are. Let's get into it. I already opened the box just to make sure everything was in there, but we will unbox it and I'll show you guys the floor liners for this new 4Runner. All right, so the full package comes in a box like this. I got it in the back of the 4Runner, obviously. Now, this one's not a hybrid version. You know, that's kind of important. The reason we didn't go with the hybrid is the hybrid battery came up to like here. So you'd lose a lot of trunk space. We didn't want that. And also, you only gained 1 mile per gallon and it was like $4 grand extra. You know, it's kind of not even worth it. It's faster, that's all, but this thing's gonna be all built up, so it doesn't matter if it's fast. Anyway, so I got the LasFit. This is from LasFit Liners. It only shows the front and the, you know, the rear, but there's also the back floor thing here. So let's get this open. All right, now that we got the box out, let's go ahead and unfold this. So this right here looks like the rear for this, for like the very back, the trunk. And then this right here looks like for the back seat. And then the ones right here look like they're for the front seat. So let me get them out of the plastic for y'all. All right, I pulled out the front seat ones. Since they were all kind of like rolled up, they're all bent and stuff, but you kind of just got to bend them back, and over time they'll just go back to the original shape. That's kind of how this stuff is transported. Let's get these installed in the front. All right, I pulled that one out, and basically all you do is like turn these to unlock and unlock it. If it's facing that way, it's unlocked. Let's go ahead and figure out which one goes to the driver. All right, I got the driver in. So it is kind of interesting. So they have little caps that go on here, so you're not having to step on that. I really like that. It's honestly a really, really good fit. Some of these like aftermarket, you know, floorboards, they don't fit well. This fits remarkably well. So when you do this, make sure you can like turn this inner whole thing. Make sure you turn it where it's facing for these locking things. And then once you get it locked in, you kind of just click those back on like that, and boom, you have a brand new floorboard. Covers a little bit more, a little thicker, better material, made for, you know, getting out in the mud and stuff while you're off-roading. Let's go get the passenger installed. Here's a good comparison on the difference of what they cover. So I set the old one on top. As you can see, this one comes out all right here, covers way more up there, the whole line around. So, you know, there's the difference if you just want more coverage, and it's thicker material right here. All right, I got the passenger installed. You can see, you know, like it covers a hell of a lot more right here and up there. Gets up there and more up there for your feet. Let me throw the, actually we could just do this. Let's throw this old one on so you can see the difference. And that's the difference. You know, there's the old one, that's the new. I'd say definitely worth it. It covers more, saves your car a little bit better. Easier to clean too, because dirt loves sticking to that stuff. So as long as you could, like, you know, bowl, you know, it's like a bowl. It angles all the dirt down right there because of all the edges. You can just easily vacuum everything up. All right, let's pull this old Toyota one out and put the LasFit one in. All right, we got the LasFits in. As you can see, it comes like right here. So there's not actually a locking thing to keep these into place. So no matter what mat you get, it's gonna move around a little bit, but it kind of, you know, goes right here, covers the step up, goes more into there than the stock ones. And overall, just, it's like more of a bowl, as I was saying. There's like a lip around. So the dirt and stuff stays in this, so it's easy to vacuum. That's like the whole point of upgrading these. So far, it's a really good fit and looks really nice. Now, a part of the kit that they give you, or, you know, when you buy it, is these back liners for the back seat. It's like oh man, it's already stuck to the bottom. I'll have to pull that out, but it's like a Velcro material. Stick it to the back and it'll protect the back of your seats. Let me get those installed real quick. There we go, look at that. Protecting the back seat all nice and good. It is almost impossible to get it exactly perfectly even on it, but it looks good enough. Just get it as best you can. The Velcro is super sticky on those. Those will not be coming off anytime soon, but it looks sick. All right, now the final part. Let's put the back liner for the trunk of it in now. All right, I got the back in. Give them some grace. This was all rolled up, so it does look all weird. Just give it a little bit in the sun and it'll go back to its original form like this. It's popping up, but I'll just have to set something heavy there. Oh, maybe it'll stay. I don't know. Maybe set a couple heavy things on here overnight. It'll all be fine. But this looks sick. Way better than the carpet stuff before, especially if you have dogs. This will keep the dog hair off that stuff. And you know that it's really hard to get it off. Same with those. I didn't even know that those came in the kit, but now I'm extremely happy that they do. Makes it way better than it was. All right, guys, that kind of does the video on installing the liners for this new truck. I was really pleased on how they look and how they came out and how they fit. Sometimes you'll get liners, floor liners, and they just don't match whatsoever. So that's what I was concerned with. And they fit, the lines and the gaps perfectly. So I'm happy with that. I will have a link to those in the description if you want to pick them up yourself. Since these were sponsored to me, I'm gonna give my honest opinion, and I say they're really good. That's my honest opinion. Even though they were given to me, that's my honest opinion. I would get these if you have a 6th Gen 4Runner. Now make sure when you pick, you pick if you have a hybrid or a gas. That is a gas version. That's not the hybrid version for the floor mats. I think the only difference is the back. Make sure on their website you pick hybrid or gas or you'll get the wrong item. Just don't forget that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you would like us to put on this 4Runner, because we're going to be doing a bunch of videos on installs and stuff on this 4Runner and slowly just build it up to a nice overland rig. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one.